Inside PressBox is presented by Freedmont Mortgage. Don't make a 30-year mistake by choosing the wrong lender. Go to Freedmont.com now for all of your mortgage needs. And welcome to another edition of Inside PressBox. I'm your host, Stan the Fan Charles. On this week's show, PressBox Ravens reporter Joe Platania will be out at the Ravens Palace in Owings Mills talking not about crushing quarterbacks, but petting puppies. Plus, Simon Haptamariam will also be here to talk about just how surprising Towson University's football's 5-1 start is. But first, just a little more than 8 months ago, Pipeline Soccer was just a dream. Now it is in full effect, and here to talk about how the program has developed during those first 8 months are Sean Rush, immediately to my right, and Santino Quaranta. And I welcome, did I get that right?
You did.
Quaranta?
Both of them.
Quaranta.
Yeah.
Welcome to the show, guys.
Thank you for having us.
Let's start with that 8 months ago thing. I mean, like PressBox, we've been around for 5.5 years, and we still, are evolving. And I'm not saying you guys are a finished product, but, for 8.5 months ago, you said you were having lunch talking about this. Tell us how it got to fruition.
Take it, buddy.
Yeah, we were sitting down. It was last December, so December 2010. We just talked about what we had seen, what we had done while growing up, and what we've seen overseas, and what he's seen with DC and the U.S. national team. And we just thought nobody could do it better than us. But with us comes a lot of other people that have helped us out along the way, and it's grown into something so massive so quickly. Neither of us expected it to grow the way it did.
Now, that was an unfair first question, because really, what are your credentials and what is the mission of Pipeline Soccer? Let me throw it. What are your credentials?
Well, I currently play for DC United,
right.
Professional soccer player, which is a great thing for the kids. Sean has played in Europe. He's done many great things in his career, but it's really fulfilling for us to be able to go out during the week and be involved with these young kids who watch us on the TV.
And you both of you, though, played high school soccer right here in the Baltimore area.
Yes, I went to Archbishop Curley for 2 years, and then moved down to Florida, where I was a resident with the U.S. national team, the under-17, and Sean can tell you his story as well.
I was at Delaney High School, and we actually grew up playing together from the time we were 6 and 7, and we grew up playing with a Baltimore Football Club, and we both went our separate ways professionally, and then we came back.
So getting back to my question, though, it's sort of like you said, nobody can do this better. What is this? The academy teaching one way of playing soccer?
What we're trying to do is give the kids the absolute best experience joining Pipeline Soccer Club. But we also want to relate to them that, look, if you do this, you can possibly be like Santino or myself. And look, if you're not going to play professional, if you can play college or high school or just enjoy it as a young kid, then it's well worth it. And that's what we're trying to push for all the kids.
Is what you guys are teaching, and we talked a little bit about this off the air, but what you're trying to teach, is that a United States way of playing soccer that you hope that all the players that are under your umbrella will play the same way? Is that a fair way to put it?
It is. I think the U.S. still has a long way to go, and I think it starts with the young kids. And for us to be able to relay what we've learned, I think is critical to the kids, and relay to the coaches what we expect of them as well. And also for me personally to be able to touch these kids' lives and maybe to be able to help them, because the reality is not all of them are going to be able to play professional or go to college. And for us, when we're able to touch these kids' lives and put a smile on their face, that's for me the most enjoyable thing that I've gotten out of it so far.
Now, I see the two of you here, and you guys are the face of it a little bit. We did a story in PressBox about it, but you were telling me you aren't that involved with the day-to-day coaching, so to speak.
That's actually not true.
Okay.
We're out 5 nights a week.
Like I said,
yeah.
You guys you're out there every day. No, but you said there's a staff of 35 coaches.
We have 35 coaches, and we have about, I'd say, 20 to 25 people that sit on our board and help out in the office and the everyday, day-to-day business things. But Monday through Friday, when he's not out of town with DC, we are out there training the kids, walking around, making sure the coaches are doing the right thing, and the kids are kind of following the pipeline regimen.
And what is the age range of your kids?
It's
And
from-
first of all, it is boys and girls, correct?
Of course, yeah,
Okay.
boys and girls. We put the same, it's no difference between boys or girls or the best team or the team that's not so great. We put our eggs into having these kids develop the same level. And
There's a picture of one of the boys' teams, yep.
it's great.
Okay.
They've been very successful. And the age is from 5 to about 19. And they come in all different shapes and forms, and each kid.
Here's one of the girls' teams.
They're
Okay.
all different. They've been very successful. They've won championships already, and I think they're having fun, which is the most important thing.
That is the most important thing. We were talking about that before we went on the air. You want them to do the right things, but it's not whether you win or lose. It really is not how you play the game. It's how you approach the game and what you try and get out of the game.
It's true, and Santino had times growing up, I had times growing up where it becomes so much about winning that you forget that you're out there with 10 of your best friends having a good time on a Saturday morning. So we want to make sure that they work hard. Both boys and girls work very hard, but when it comes to the game time and it comes to practice, you look forward to it, and you love to be a part of it.
Pipeline Soccer Club, is it pipelinesoccerclub.com? Is
Yes.
that the way to get you online?
Yeah, if you go to the website at pipelinesoccerclub.com, absolutely everything you need.
There we go. It's up on the screen.
Yeah,
Okay.
all of our emails, myself, Santino, you write us, we're the ones that get back to you. We don't hand it off to anybody else.
We got about 20 seconds real quick. What areas are you strong in terms of geography, and how big is this going to get in Maryland?
As of right now, I'd say our biggest areas are Perry Hall, White Marsh, Loch Raven, Towson, and we pull into Bel Air a little bit. We like that as our home because that's where we're from.
Okay.
We want to be the #1 club in the country, the way we train, the way we play, and the way that we are as a club.
All right. Thank you very much,
Thank you
guys,
very much
for
for having
coming
us.
in.
Thanks for having us.
We'll keep an eye on it. We'll get our guy Dave Lashley out to look at some kids playing.
Thank you
All
very
right?
much.
In the months ahead. PressBox and the Sports Authority have teamed up to celebrate youth sports like those teams you saw there this year. But we need your help. Register a youth team you know about at PressBoxOnline.com. Each week, a random team will be selected from all who enter and will receive special discounts for their entire organization at Sports Authority.